Here's what you need to know to get started with the Nikon D500. In the box, you'll find the camera, a battery, a charger, neck strap, USB cable, and documentation. We'll walk you through setup and recommend some accessories that will help you get the most out of this camera. Once you've done the basics to get your camera ready to go, let's dive in. If your camera didn't come with a lens, we recommend Nikon's 16 to 80mm f2.8 to 4 as a good standard zoom. It's designed for the APS-C format and offers excellent image stabilization. For portraits, you can use the D500's crop factor to your advantage. Nikon's 50mm f1.4 prime becomes a high-quality 75mm equivalent lens, ideal for portraiture. We'd also recommend budgeting for an additional battery. The D500's battery life is good, but it can drain if you're shooting a lot of continuous bursts or video. The D500 doesn't have a built-in flash, but Nikon's SB500 can be used either as your main light source or as a commander to trigger additional off-camera flashes. It can also act as a video light. The D500 has 2 card slots, one for the common secure digital media and one for newer XQD cards. If you want to shoot a lot of fast action or film 4K video, we recommend using XQD because of the increased read and write speed. Let's dial in the image quality settings. If you're planning on using the D500 to shoot a lot of sports and fast action, it might be sensible to stick with JPEG capture. But to make the most of the camera's sensor, we like RAW. In RAW mode, we recommend setting the file type to 14-bit lossless compressed. For the best of both worlds, you can select RAW plus JPEG, but that comes at the cost of memory card space. The D500 can also shoot 4K video, but unless you really need the extra detail, we recommend sticking with HD, because the crop factor in 4K mode increases to 2.25x, meaning that a 24mm lens behaves more like a 54mm lens. For shooting stills, we highly recommend experimenting with the D500's 3D AF tracking mode. The most obvious applications for this mode are tracking fast-moving subjects like athletes, but it's also useful for portraiture, especially children that can't sit still. For more information about the Nikon D500, including a deep dive into all its key features, visit us online at dpreview.com.
The D500 is a resurrection of Nikon's semi-pro, top-end APS-C line. As the much-anticipated replacement of the D300S, it does not disappoint. The D500 features a 153-point autofocus system, 99 of which are cross-type. The autofocus points are linked to a 180,000 pixel metering sensor, providing class-leading subject tracking. With continuous shooting speeds of 10 frames per second and a 200-shot RAW buffer, the D500 is aimed at action photographers who don't mind the smaller APS-C sensor format and might even appreciate the extra reach. SnapBridge, a continuously connected Bluetooth wireless system, makes for simple image transfer to a smart device. Other features we love about the D500 include excellent dynamic range and high ISO image quality, a tilting 2.3 million dot touchscreen, and the addition of an autofocus fine-tune auto-adjustment system for calibrating lenses. The D500 can capture 4K ultra-high-definition video, but it has a crop factor of 2.25 times. Another thing to note is that there's no built-in flash. The Nikon D500 is aimed at enthusiast photographers, but its impressive autofocus coverage and tracking, low light performance, speed and accuracy mean that it should prove equally useful to many professionals. For more information about the Nikon D500 and all things photographic, head to dpreview.com.